Despite a public attempt to reach out to his older brother and father in a trailer for an upcoming interview, a royal professional has claimed his methods make little sense. Prince Harry's efforts to construct bridges together with his dad and brother had been labeled an idiotic tactic by a royal professional. Writing in news.com.au, Daniela Elser slammed the prince's efforts to make amends with his own circle of relatives, arguing it makes no sense at all. The claims from the Duke of Sussex come as part of a trailer for an upcoming interview, wherein he says, "I would love to get my father back. I would love to get my brother back." He additionally comments, "I need my own circle of relatives, now no longer an institution, and they have proven truly no willingness to reconcile." But in keeping with Elser Harry's strategy, the release of his upcoming memoir, Spare, is a bad one with little threat of coming off. In her scathing reflections on the move, Elser wrote, "Prince Harry has found out he desires to reconcile together with his father and brother. But his plan to acquire that makes no sense at all." In the piece, she continued, "And yet, Harry desires his father and brother back. How precisely does he see this happening? The good judgment in all of this calls for such intellectual contortions that I assume I want to lie down." The actually unsettling factor in all of this? The week has now no longer even virtually begun, with hours of interviews to be watched or endured and loads of pages of Spare to be plowed through yet. What will Harry's courting together with his own circle of relatives seem like on the other side of this? Elsewhere within the piece, Elser changed into no kinder, writing, "It's tough to discover the proper phrases right here to actually quantify how stupefying, how ridiculous, how downright idiotic the Duke's good judgment is right here. Harry desires his own circle of relatives back, and the manner in which he goes about doing this is by pillorying them afresh to a worldwide TV audience." In the trailer for the approaching interview, Elser stated tidbits of records pertaining to his efforts to talk had been fed to the media through the royal family. "They will feed or have a communique with the correspondent," he stated. "And that correspondent will actually be spoon-fed records and write the tale. And at the very least, they may say that they have reached out to Buckingham Palace for comment. But the complete tale is Buckingham Palace commenting." The prince continued, "So while we are being instructed for the remaining 6 years, we cannot make an assertion out to shield you. But you do it for different participants in your own circle of relatives. It turns into a factor while silence is betrayal. The Sussexes have accused their own circle of relatives of double standards due to the fact Ngozi Fulani secured an apology in the wake of the Buckingham Palace race row. Who's apologizing to whom? A royal supply asked of the couple's demand. The Sun changed into instructing through any other supply. The king does now no longer need to get concerned in a public tit-for-tat. Harry and Meghan had been stated to be indignant, they have now no longer been presented with an apology, however, Ms. Fulani had been given one. Ms. Fulani, the head of the charity Sista Space, changed into a requested role wherein she changed virtually from through Lady Susan Hussey, who left her role within the royal family over the questioning. Lady Susan later met with Ms. Fulani to apologize in person, which touched a nerve within the Sussex camp. Nothing like that changed into ever being executed, while Harry and Meghan raised diverse concerns: no meeting, formal apology, or taking obligation or accountability, a source near the couple stated. A palace supply fired back. If they need to get in contact with the king, they recognize wherein he lives. It has been pronounced that they desire to reconcile with the royal family's own circle of relatives earlier than King Charles's coronation in May, regardless of airing their 6-episode Netflix collection and criticizing their remedy simply months earlier. And Prince Harry's biography, stated to incorporate even more potent claims than the collection, continues to be to return out that may lessen even in addition the probabilities of a reconciliation. Thank you for watching till the end. Please share with us your thoughts in the comments